Well, hot diggity. Okay, guys, I think that's it. I think we're up, which is awesome. So, what's up? It's been a minute. It's been longer than I know I said I would wait, but that's okay. I've been busy. You might notice I'm in a different room. That we switched rooms. That's been taking up a lot of time. You'll have to excuse the somewhat haphazard background, but that's okay. We're back though. We're playing some Zelda, and I'm very excited. I'll give you guys some updates as we go. First of all, I wanted to show you this real quick. It's not done yet, but let me get up closer. This is the Light Dragon, and again, it's not done. It still needs color, which I will be getting soon. But isn't that cool? It's healing right now. I just got it Friday, and it's now Sunday, but you know that already. Let's go, man. Let's get into this. So what are we doing today? We are going to be killing a lot of stone taluses. And I already have 5 on the map. Let's go ahead and get right into it. My goal is to kill all of them on the surface, because there's a lot in the depths too, and I'm not going to be getting to those just yet, but we're going to try and get all the surface ones, which should be fun. But, you know, it's good to be back. I have been playing this still. It's crazy that it's been like 2.5 months, right? May, June, July. Yeah, 2.5 months since this game came out. And it's definitely gotten to the point where there's just not as much to do that's really keeping me coming back, like just for the sake of it. I have to have like a specific goal in mind, which I got all the caves and all the bubble frogs, so I did do that, and now I'm working on getting all the wells, because that's part of a side quest, but also I'm working on getting all the side quests on the side. How am I doing on that? I'm sorry, I need to keep pausing. Oh, I'm actually not too far, just 39 more, and I've been getting a lot of them just as I'm exploring the world, which is great. But I've been still having fun. It's just, you know, for about a month I was playing it every day. Some of these I might have killed already. I tried to pick ones that I was pretty sure I hadn't killed, and then we'll circle back to the ones that I'm pretty sure I did kill. If we're missing any, then I'll check those, but I don't want to like waste time getting ones that I'm almost sure that I've killed already. If you get me, you feel. So I'm gonna be, you know, we're just breaking out. Oh, I have defeated this one. What the heck? Well, it's fine. We'll defeat it again. Yeah, these oh my god. These weapons are doing a number. We're gonna have so many gems by the end of this. Goodness me. All right, that one's done. I need to be shoot. This is gonna be weird, but I'm gonna try and check these off as we go. So that was that one. Okay, it keeps telling me to log in. Not gonna do that. Sorry. Okay. I'll try and make it as breezy as possible. Now let's go to this one. This is all we're going to be doing, so if this isn't very interesting to you, then, well, I'm sorry. I'm going to crack open a nice orange, I think. Orange drink. But, as I was saying, for a month, I mean, I was just playing it every day, just because, you know, there was just so much that I wanted to explore, so much to do. And it's been amazing. I mean, it's an absolutely amazing game. It honestly kind of, hate to say it, puts Breath of the Wild to shame. There's still some reasons I think you would go back to Breath of the Wild, but not that many, to be honest with you, which is crazy. But it's after about a month and a half, I would say, it started just, you know, I would play maybe every 3 days or so. I would pick it up and play for a couple hours, but there was less to like keep me consistently there. Okay, good. We haven't killed this one. Whoa. Come on. Come on. Oh my god, what? Get up there, you dweeb. What is... happening? There we go. Goodness. I find the battle taluses are not that much harder because there's usually just red bokoblins up there. Okay, thank you. Okay, well, maybe I jinxed it. And so for a while I was just, you know, getting all the shrines, and once I did that, and surprisingly, I didn't have to use a guide for hardly any of them. There were like a handful that I did that were like hidden really well in a cave, and I just needed to find the cave entrance. But short of that, I remember I used a guide for like at least 50 or 60 shrines in Breath of the Wild, which is just wild. But for this game, it's like the light roots really help, and also like when I first played Breath of the Wild, I was just really an idiot. I mean, I still am, but even more so, and so I needed that to like. I'm just so much more thorough, just the way that I play the game naturally, and so I already had a bunch. And then the light roots really help to find those shrines like in caves that you would just never know were there. And also there was far less like shrine quests in this game, I noticed. Like, well, maybe there were as many shrine quests, but most of them were the same type of thing, like follow the crystal or follow the beam, which honestly I'm not complaining about because they did figure out some like creative ways to do that. I kind of wish there was a little more variety. Like there were some really interesting shrine quests in Breath of the Wild. Some of them were a little annoying and like way too cryptic. But you know, I would have liked to see some of those. There were a lot of blessing shrines, and I know there were a lot in Breath of the Wild too. I just feel like there were more this time, which is, I mean, it's fine, I guess. I can't pretend like it's not a relief when I'm like, oh, thank God, a blessing shrine. But sometimes I'm like, man, I kind of, you know, I wanted a puzzle. I wanted to challenge myself. Ah. And sometimes like the puzzle to get the shrine wasn't even that hard, and then it's just a blessing shrine. It's like, all right, fine, have it your way. I thought he was shooting shock arrows, but I guess not. Alright, goodbye. Yeah, these ones don't drop that many rare gems. It's fine, though. Let's mark that one. Trying to quickly find where I'm at. And I did not... There's two more around here that I didn't mark because I was almost positive that I'd killed them. See, if I go to, like... Oh. I gotta... Yeah, I feel like I did, because there's Hero's Path that says I went there, but we'll check it just in case. But first I'm going to come over here and do these. Archipelago. Nah, we'll go here. So yeah, I had like maybe 10 shrines left when I started like looking up where they were. Maybe even less than that, I don't remember. The reward for the shrines is pretty cool. It really is. I don't find myself wearing it a lot. I haven't upgraded it that much. Anyways. Oh, there she is. It's so cool. I have to stare at it for a couple seconds every time I see it. Her. Especially since I've got it tattooed on myself now. It's such a cool design. I've heard some people complain about it. Like, even my own siblings are like, oh, it's just ugly or whatever. Or creepy. I don't know. I feel like I just can't get past, like, the lore of it. So, I don't know. Maybe I'm biased and I'm just... I mean, beauty's in the eye of the beholder. But I think it really is a really awesome design. But I digress. But yeah, got this tattoo, started it. I was going to get the whole thing done, so I booked like a 3-hour appointment. It probably would have taken longer than that, though, if I'm being honest. Because it was 2 hours just on the line work. Maybe he could have busted out the color pretty quick, but Oh my gosh, they say the ribs are the worst, and they surely are. I mean, I haven't experienced every part of my body tattooed, but I can tell you the ribs are very, very bad. So, you know, just 2 hours of that, and I was ready to tap out. And I was like, listen, like, let's just schedule the color for another appointment. And he was like, yeah, dude, like, lots of people do that, so I didn't feel as bad about it. Hopefully I can stomach that. Get the... What are you doing? Oh my god. Well, you can do the Ant-Man thing and ascend through the booty. I don't know what I'm talking about, the Ant-Man thing. That was just a theory that people were like, why doesn't Ant-Man just fly up Thanos' butt? Or not fly, you know what I'm saying. What do ants do? Oh, that doesn't do that much damage. Oh well, I'm gonna fuse some Gibdo things. Oh, ho, ho. That is so good. I'll leave it on that. The Lynels are so easy to farm now. I mean, they always have been, but the Coliseum, man. If you're ever low on gear, you just go there. I'm gonna use this and like fuse something strong to it, just cause, yeah, like I normally never do that with the Master Sword, but since we're just killing Taluses, you know, I might as well. I'm gonna mark all 3 of these off at once. So there we go. But yeah, in a month from now, August 25th, is when I'm getting the color done, which will be cool. Which is good. It gives me something else to look forward to without having to schedule another tattoo like I normally do. Yeesh. I gotta be careful now because I'm not working anymore. I am singing at First Prez a couple times a month usually, which pays decently, at least enough to pay for gas for sure, and so I'm gonna keep doing that. But it definitely is nothing close to what I was making at Jenny's, but it's fine. I've saved up a bunch. As long as I'm careful and don't keep getting more tattoos. But I will sometimes. Can't help it. Come on, Talus. Wakey, wakey. Linky, linky. Ah! Oh, this isn't doing that much. Well, it is. Okay. You're dead. That's horrible. Okay. On to the red. We can go on foot. Well, that's going to be annoying. Let's go to my favorite location then and dive down. I love this travel medallion because it's at the very top of the map. Oh, I forgot I was going to do that. I said I was going to do like a video of like my favorite locations in Tears of the Kingdom, but I haven't really been thinking about that in a while. That's one, I guess that's one complaint. Not, I mean, look, every complaint you kind of got to take with like some perspective because of just how amazing this game. Like, look at this. Look at this. This alone justifies the sky's existence. But what I was gonna say is that once you get all the shrines up here, which is pretty substantial. I mean, there's a lot of stuff to do up here. There really is. But once you do that, I kind of find myself only using the sky as like a means to get to places quick. Like I'll warp to a sky shrine so I can dive, which is very useful, don't get me wrong. Like that alone is something that Breath of the Wild is going to be very difficult to go back and not be able to do that. So that alone is great. But like as far as like things to do in the sky once you've done all that stuff, it's like most of the shrine islands are pretty similar. There's no reason you'd go back to them just to walk around. Like you're just going there to quickly dive somewhere. And then like the Great Sky Island, I mean, that might be fun to explore again. But I mean, But places like that where you're just super high up, like those giant floating globes. Oh, I have defeated this one. Oh well. Yeah, this is probably one of the first ones I defeated. Bah. So I don't know. I think it would be great if like if there was something more substantial that would keep you coming back, you know, in the sky, because the depths definitely do, and the other stuff. But again, like, there's still a lot. I don't know. I mean, you can't complain too much, because it's like, well, once you do all this, there's nothing to do. It's like, yeah, but doing all that takes tens of hours. So it's like, you got to kind of keep that in mind, I guess. I'm almost certain I've defeated this one, but whatever, we'll check it. So yeah, that's all I got to say about that. I think I'm gonna get bored before we can kill all these things. I mean, I can stream. Oof. I can stream for as long as I want. I think there's 40 on the surface again, and then there's like even more in the depths, which is just crazy. The depths is really where it, like, we saw so little of it in the advertising for this game. They were really, you know, because the sky is just so much more of a spectacle, you know, and so that's what they were showing us, was the sky. And we didn't get as much of the depths. We just saw little glimpses of it, but that is so much, it's so substantial. There's so much to do down there. I mean, it's the entire map again, and so is the sky, but it's like very few and far between. Excuse me. I've definitely done this one. Come on, get up there. Yeah. Wind Vein Meadow. Why do I keep flying off like that? I'm gonna get my spoils and get out. Oh, you just throwing fruit at me? That's cute. Got that one. Great. So now I gotta set up an extra 5. So please hold while I do that. We're gonna get one here. Yeah, definitely haven't gotten that one. Gliok Bridge. Ooh. Wonder why it's called that. There ain't no Gliok there last time I checked. Where's that one? Here. I have to have gotten that one. Right? But I can't stand leaving them just on the map. So I might as well. Oh, looks like I haven't got... Is that what I think it is? Yeah. Probably got that one. But we'll do it just in case. There's one in the Hyrule Forest. What? Daya Village Ruins. There's one there. Probably got it. Haven't gotten this one. All right, that's good. Let's work on that. So first we'll go to this guy here. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, we'll get a horse. Why not? But I don't remember what I was saying. So yeah, I've switched to this room now. I was in my cramped, tiny room for like 5 years. It was fine. I just had like so much stuff eventually that, with just not any room to hold it all comfortably. But this room, man, it has so much room. It's real nice. I'm currently working on a Mario Galaxy medley, which is pretty fun. No, we're not gonna do that. And a lot of new songs too for a new album. I will not say the name of it here. Not that anyone's gonna watch this, but it's secret. It's gonna be fun though. I've got a lot of cool ideas for it. Man, the thing about the upgrading horses thing is that it kind of just like Why would you ever use any other horse, you know? Wait, was that a... Oh, I've already got that one, thank God. There's so many Hudson signs. There's a YouTuber named King K who does the retrospectives, like really long retrospectives of all of the Zelda games. He's done Mario games, a lot of Nintendo games. There it is. And, oh, this one has blue bokoblins. Oh, I definitely haven't done this one yet. It's probably a... Oh my god, what? Eesh. Oh, they got bombs. Oh, they're fusing... I haven't even... What are they shooting at me? Oh, no, don't explode. Yikes. Y'all can just suck a fat one. I don't remember. I'm so out of it right now. I don't know what I'm talking about. What was I saying before? I don't know. And man, it just... Oh, King K. God. Yeah. And I gotta say, like, I do like his retrospectives. I mean, I would... When I get into them, you know, I'll just binge watch a ton of them. Which is pretty fun. Because it's just hours of content for me to watch. And as a Zelda fan, it's engaging and fun to hear different people's opinions, regardless of if I agree or not. But that being said, I find sometimes he has these like nitpicks that just seem very strange to me. How anal he is about certain things that he just hates in these games, and he will go on about them. And it's fine. Everybody's entitled to their opinions and annoyances and other stuff. And oftentimes I do sort of agree. But I just know if he does make a Tears of the Kingdom video, I think he will, he's going to talk about the Hudson signs. All of that was just to say that. I mean, how can you not? I hate them. Like, and I don't normally have those, like, things that I just love to complain about. Of course I do, but not, like... But it's just in the moment. Like, I'm never going to make a big deal of it. Hello? Where is this thing? I thought this was it. Looks like it. Could it be under the well? I bet you it is. I think I remember that. Boom, 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 boom. Yep, here it is. But yeah, the Hudson signs, and probably the blessings too, the fact that there's so many blessings, which, like I said, it's fine to me. But that seems like something you would have a problem with. But yeah, I gotta admit, the Hudson sign is so, it's like, it either has to be like Nintendo knows that it's absolute crock of crap, because like, how could anybody put that many of the exact same person with the exact same thing to do? Yeah, there's different materials every time, and the signs might be shaped a little bit differently, but come off it. I mean, it's the same thing, and there's so many of them. It's like the Koroks too, but at least you get something for doing that. And here the Hudson signs are like, you get some meaty rice balls every time you do it. Like, it has to be a practical joke, where Nintendo's like, alright, we're just gonna add, like, everybody's gonna love this game, but we're gonna add, like, the most egregious crap that they're just gonna have to deal with. And yeah, you can walk right past him and not do it. But just the fact that he's there is offensive enough. And yeah, that's the thing. It's like, are you really gonna complain when, like, you literally do not have to do anything you don't want to do in this game? It is not a requirement. But for completionists who just get, like, annoyed when there's something that you have to do for completion, that is so frustrating and repetitive and is just there to be there, like as filler. It's frustrating. Like the Korok thing. It's like, it's so overkill. And if it was like some crazy reward for doing it, it would be like still overkill, but at least it would be cool. Like if you got this ultimate outfit that was like, because what else is there to do? You've explored every square inch of the world. They might as well give you something that's like crazy overpowered, but they don't. Again, I'm complaining about it. But yeah, that's I know that's gonna be fun to watch. And then we'll go back to using this. I think I should definitely have enough rupees after this. I already do, I think, to buy all of the rest of the compendium pictures. That'll be fun. Yikes. Yeah, I'm gonna be using a lot of weapons. That's fine though. These are a really good way to get fire fruits. Okay. Doo-doo, doo-doo. Doo-doo. Still have 3 more. Okay, let's do those. But yeah, it is. I knew it was going to happen, of course. And honestly, it's like, it's probably for the best since I have so much else that I need to be doing. But I knew it was going to happen to where I was playing this game a ton for a while. And then I kind of just stopped doing it as much until I kind of just would play it every couple weeks as I thought about it. I'm getting to that point, especially once school starts in about a month. And that's fine. I mean, that's how it's supposed to be, you know? But I really hope there's some DLC. And honestly, it would make a lot of sense because, like, why would they be releasing a Zelda and Ganondorf amiibo in December for this game? If there wasn't something else to go along with it. Like, maybe it would just be because it took them longer to develop them, but they've had years. I mean, and also, like, I just feel like it would make a lot of sense if they were going to release those amiibos for them to release something else along with it. You know what I mean? So I feel like they would do that. So if there is DLC in the future, I predict it would be late this year. And that would be so fun. Like, that's how it was with Breath of the Wild. I kind of stopped playing for a little bit, and then the DLC came out, and then it, you know, big resurgence because it was Master Mode. That's when I started my whole playthrough. And then Trial of the Sword. I mean, there was a lot to do. And I mean, this game is there's always more you can add. So I think not doing DLC would be crazy. Especially since, like, thanks, Rowlet. Especially since there needs to be some kind of Master Mode. I mean, that feels like a given, right? I mean, I'm not saying that everything they did for Breath of the Wild they'd have to do for this game, but imagine how fun a Trial of the Sword would be in this type of game. You know what? I've already defeated it. I don't want to waste more than I have to. So I'll check that one off, and then I'm going to go back up to here. Sahazra Slope. I'm losing my train of thought. But yeah, so I would love that. But even beyond that, there's a lot coming out later this year, which is going to keep me, I guess, playing the Switch more than I ought. I've already pre-ordered Mario RPG, which I've never actually played on the SNES. I started it when I was playing my SNES Mini a couple of years ago. I played a bunch of games on there, and I started it. And I didn't get very far. For an SNES game, it's really impressive, but I don't know. It never really grabbed me. But I wanted to give it its fair shot. Speak of the freaking devil. No, we're not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. Now, where's the Talus? Hello? Let me go back to the map. It's supposed to be right here. So, why is it not? Is there like a well nearby or a cave? That is curious. It's curious as a cat. Curious. Please don't tell me it's... I think I've killed that. But maybe not. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here, and we're just going to make sure. Because I feel like that's how you get to it, but I'm not positive. Look at these things. I think I need more of these to upgrade something. Not that I think I'm going to bother with that, but might as well try to get them. Aracuda. Oh, goodness. Not having Mifa's Grace is something you gotta watch out for. I was so just willing to let myself die in Breath of the Wild over and over, because it was like Mifa's Grace was almost always charged by the time I would die again. But in this game, like, you gotta have fairies. I think I do, though. Do I? Yeah, I have 3 fairies, but I don't want to waste those. I'm still trying to get here. There it is. I think I killed it. Let's talk about school for a sec. So, it's end of July right now. Summer has flown by like it normally does. And so we got 1 more month left until school. It's starting pretty late this semester, August 28th. Yep, I defeated it. And, oh shoot. No! There we go. Classes are gonna be, I think I've got 5. And now I'm gonna put some new ones on here. So I'll talk while I do that. I've got 5. We got differential equations. That's gonna be interesting. Differential equations, material science, intro to material science, which should be fine. I've heard a lot of people say that's a pretty easy one. Circuitry, intro to circuitry, circuit analysis, I forget what it's called. Dynamics, which is like the follow-up to statics, which was pretty tricky, but I still like always made really good grades in it. But there was still some points where I struggled a little bit. Gamma Cove. So yeah, but dynamics is definitely gonna be harder. What am I missing? And I have an English class for once. It's science fiction stuff, which should be fun. I didn't even choose that. I just picked a random one, and that was it. So that'll be interesting. Is that 5? I think that's the 5. Difficum, material science, dynamics, English, and circuits. Yeah. I only had 4 last semester, so it's going to be more than that. But it's fine, you know. It's fine. 4 was pretty substantial only because all of them were just tricky. Like physics too, that took up a lot of time. Chemistry was just annoying. I just don't. I'm really fascinated by chemistry, of course. In practice, I'm not nearly as good at it naturally as other sciences. Just a lot to memorize. The teacher was difficult. And so, yeah, that was tough. And then statics, like I said, was took some thinking. And then Calc 3, goodness. But I made it through. And that's really what I want to drill home, is that, like, I would always freak out before heading into each semester. Like, I was really nervous going into college the first semester. And then even once I'd done that, I was really nervous the second semester because of Calc 3, but all of the classes were scaring me. But I made it through, and not only did I make it through, but I'm still, like, on the dean's list and stuff. Not that that really matters. I do need to maintain a certain thing to, like, keep my scholarships, so that kind of, like, puts a lot of pressure on a guy. But, even that is, like, I just gotta tell myself, like, dude, like, you're gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. And especially now that I don't even have a job anymore, I have so much more, I have so much more time to dedicate to just school. And so I do have 5 classes now, more credit hours than I did last semester, but it's gonna be fine. I don't have to deal with, like, working 25 to 30 hours a week on top of that. Quit turning around. I could just put on the Zant helmet, and I wouldn't have to worry about being froze. Gosh, that looks cool. No. Man, I can't even... I wear this outfit literally all the time. Like, I never take it off unless I need, like, the Thunder Helm or the Zant helmet. It's such a great outfit. The skydiving is so much easier. I don't have to worry about impacts ever. I still, like, paraglide on instinct most of the time. But gosh, and, like, this thing is so cool. It really is so cool. It's a little creepy because he never opens his mouth, and also the body is the same size, but the head is smaller, which is probably properly proportioned to, like, a real person, which makes Link look very cartoonish. But it's like he's shivering and his face is just not moving. But it's such a cool thing. Like, it's so much better than... Even though the Breath of the Wild tunic was really cool too, I mean, that is... You can't beat that, you know what I mean? It's insane. I was not expecting at all that to be the thing. I managed to avoid the spoiler. I didn't know what the reward was going to be until I got it. It was quite a pleasant surprise. I also, is that Zelda again, or is that... I think that's Nadra. Yeah. Going to the Poiple. But, recently saw Oppenheimer. I saw it twice by now. But I saw it opening night in IMAX 70mm, pretty crazy. And then I saw it at the Belcourt a couple nights ago, which was also pretty fun. It's a long movie, but it's really good. And then I actually I ordered the book that it was based on, American Prometheus, and I've been reading that Very fascinating read. But man, does it make you feel like an idiot. It's like, man, I thought I was kind of smart with my engineering thing, and here Oppenheimer is like, basically not inventing physics. But, I mean, the stuff that he did is just, I mean, not even talking about the bomb stuff. Like, before all of that, when he was just, it's like, to people in his circle, getting a doctorate in physics is like the first step. Like, that's not even the end goal. That's just like, yeah, that's what they all do, just by happenstance. Not happenstance, you know what I'm saying. It's just along the road. It's like you get your doctorate, and yeah, you're just getting started. Then you start to do the real fun. It's just mind-blowing to me. It's like, I don't care what you say. Some people are born with something special. People don't like to hear that sometimes, because it seems like fatalistic. It's like basically admitting that you can never be as good as something else. But it's true. It's like you can't, like, some people are born with something that just can't be taught. And there's a different extent to that, I guess. There's like different levels of that. But like the Mozarts and the Bachs and the Beethovens, nobody taught them to do, to eventually they had teachers probably. And that's not to discredit the work that they did their whole lives, but it's like, man, sometimes people are just crazy. And like nobody has to teach them to start being insanely awesome. You're like, we got a genius on our hands. Oh, so cool. I really like how different those dragons look than Zelda. I don't know if I like the theory that like these dragons were once people too. I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense, because it's like the act of draconification was known about. Like, it had to be forbidden for a reason, meaning that people had already done it, right? And so, it's like, and where are those dragons? Maybe those are the dragons. Maybe people became the three dragons. But to me, that just feels odd. It's like, to me, they're like almost eternal spirits that have always been there. And it's like, if they were just once regular people, it would just kind of feel strange. Like, why are they the embodiment of like, almost like the goddesses or the elements or whatever? It's just odd. But maybe they were like sages or like special people with those powers, because Zelda's like has the power of light, and she became the light dragon. Who knows? But Zelda looks a lot different than them. But then again, it might just be reflective of their character, because Ganondorf's dragon looked way different than the rest, because he's evil. But Zelda's dragon almost has a more like mammalian face to it. It's like the longer snout. It almost looks like the "I'll I do it for you" dog. You know what I'm saying? Whereas the other dragons are much more reptilian. She also has antlers, so that's mammalian, ain't it? I love riding steering sticks that aren't on anything. Yeah, let's go to this one. Oh, these geoglyphs are so cool. It's such a cool thing. The first time. And, oh, got a camp over here. I'm so excited if they do DLC, because, like, playing through this game again, I know I'm going to eventually. When all the story, I get to do all of that again. Oh, man. God. Oh, my goodness. Dude, these Lionel horns are insane. Alright, give me them fruits. Well. Okay, now we can use the Master Sword again. Good. I don't want to waste that. I think we're just gonna... Yeah, we'll do a moblin horn. It's whatever. Those are done. Let's go ahead and mark those off. Boom. And now we'll head over here. $112 Koroks. That's still more than I ever had in my Breath of the Wild file, like before I started trying to do that. Got them all. I don't think I'm ever going to get all the Korok seeds in this game. I'm sorry. It's not going to happen. But I said that about Breath of the Wild, and, you know. But I only did that because of the Let's Play. I just wanted to drag the Let's Play out as much as I could. And that's why I kept doing the Korok seeds. And also just to prove that I could do it. Now that I know that I can and did do it, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. But if I ever do, I'll probably look back on this moment and chuckle to myself. Oh, we got a rare one up in here. Yeah, they got a lot more hip. Oh, barnacles. Boom, 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 boom. No. The only thing that I am still, like, more worried about in my schooling is just, like, the gaps in between what I'm learning. Like, for instance, my first semester was pretty miscellaneous because I kind of came in with, like, a weird set of credits already. Not too weird, but it was about a semester's worth of credits. And so I kind of skipped ahead a little bit, but I also had to take care of some other courses that I didn't have credits for, so I was in like a mixture of beginner and like later on courses that people usually do later. I also had an elective that I pretty much had to do the first semester. So I had a music history class, had nothing to do with my major, it was just an elective. Computer science, which was fun, but less directly related with what I'm doing. The MATLAB course, which was like an actual engineering class, but it was just MATLAB, and then we had the robot, which was fun. And then the design class, and then physics one. But like with engineering design, like spent all this time learning all this stuff in Inventor, and now by the time I have my next like design class, it's probably going to be like at least a year since I've done it, so I'll have to kind of relearn all that, which shouldn't take too long. Again, I'm kind of worrying about nothing because I can relearn stuff pretty fast. But, you know, it just kind of makes me nervous. Oh well. Oh well. Again, like, ugh. I've done that before where I would go years without using, like, After Effects or even Final Cut. Sometimes I'd go months, and it always comes back very quickly once you learn it. Oh, got another rare one, and the Guccini plane. Don't kick me off. Oh, come on, man. Blip, 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 blip. Man, it's like, I'm so, like, going back to the Breath of the Wild with the runes is gonna be such a shock. It's like you get so used to using those runes, and I was like, it's gonna be so hard without them, and then I get used to not having them, and it's like, I forgot they even existed. Like, remote bombs? What is that? I'm so used to using stupid Unobo for blasting everything. Or bomb flowers, you know. It does make it, like, it makes you appreciate blowing stuff up more, because it's like, I don't have an unlimited supply of bombs like you would in Breath of the Wild. I know that I got the Spectacle Rock one. See, look at that. I don't have to go there. And I'm not about to go near the Gleeok again, because I've already killed all the Gleeoks. I do have the Gleeok medal, because there's only like 14 of them. But I do. I didn't do that one, definitely not. Apparently not. Didn't do that one. I hope they're not underground. Boom, 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 boom. I think I would have gotten it, but it's tough to say, so I'm gonna have to check on that one. Probably didn't get this one. Tanagar Canyon. I mean, look, there's still so many places that I definitely explored in Breath of the Wild, so I know what, like, mostly what they're all about, but I haven't explored them in this game, and it kind of, you know, you're like, has anything changed? Probably not that much in most of the places, but you never know. So I'd like to go back there. There's probably still some, like, there's new enemies all around, but probably nothing geographical has changed too much, except for the caves. It's crazy. It's crazy how many caves there are in, like, the world where there was nothing before, and now there's caves. It's so much more dynamic of a world. And going to Breath of the Wild, it's like, they're just not, there's nothing. It's crazy. Not that, like, Breath of the Wild's world never felt incomplete. It felt fully realized, I guess. Like, there was never anything I was like, man. Well, that's not true. There were some instances where I was like, man, I wish they did more with this area. But it still felt crazy. You know, there's a crazy lot to do. And now this game just totally puts it to shame. Let's go down here. I bet you're here. No? Yep, there we go. We got a lot of rare ones here. Ooh. There we go. No! No, I don't want to fuse that. I'll do another Gibda. I probably didn't need to do that. I don't even want to look at my gems. I want to be surprised at the end. It's always such a nice feeling. Okay, got that one. Ah. What's next? I definitely got this one. Who am I kidding? It's worth a try. Or worth a check, I guess I should say. Yeah, and I've only beaten the game once. I never went back and beat it again. Which I would normally do all the time when I was younger with different games. I would beat it multiple times. But I kind of want to leave it fresh, you know? To when I do it again, it's going to be... Like, I haven't done it in a while. It's going to be a nice surprise. Not really surprise, but you know what I mean. What is this? Oh, this is the... Oh, shoot. Okay, well, he's not here anymore. The Yiga. Oh. Here we are. Yeah, I definitely did this one. I remember it well. I'm not gonna waste anything on him unless it's rare. Alright, I'll do it. I'll bite. Man, I have these strong weapons that I haven't used, and I don't plan on using them anytime soon because they're so good. Dang, that's good. He's about to knock me out. Come on. Yes. Oh, 2 diamond. Dude, you're rolling in it. Glad I did that. This is definitely, I mean, it's one of, they kind of nerfed a lot of the money getting strategies, and from Breath of the Wild there was a lot of great ways to do it, and now there's fewer ways. Man, how am I gonna... This is gonna be tricky to get to, but I can probably use... Yeah, there's not a lot of shrines over there. I'll just use this tower. In this game, kind of your best bet is to farm Taluses, explore caves, and get the ore. But I know people like to get meat, like from usually the Hebrew region, and like cook those dishes and sell them, which also works pretty well, I guess. But excuse me, you're excused. Oh, it's so cool. Giant orb. Just difficult to get to. Alright, we're going for the green. I don't know if I can make it all the way, but we're going to try. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. Of course, you could see the world of Breath of the Wild like this. But you had to use like glitches and stuff, like the moon jump or the magnesis floating thing. And here it's like built into the game. It's so awesome. It blows my mind that this whole world can even run and like all be loaded at the same time. Granted, it's obviously low poly in the distance, but it's, you know, it's still there, and it's amazing. The art style really, I think, lends itself to being able to handle it. I didn't phrase that correctly. You know what I'm saying. It's cell shaded, so it's, I guess it's easier to handle all the things. What is that? That's odd. I am gonna wear the Zant helmet for this one because I don't want to be frozen again. Wherever it is, here we go. Plop. Oh shoot, I forgot. See, I'm so used to just being able to land and not worry about it. So I wasted a fairy on that. Come on, wake up. Bum, 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 bum. I find it silly that the unfreezable outfit does not give you any cold resistance. But, you know, I guess it makes sense. Oh, shoot. I'm using up a lot of weapons. But what else are they for, you know? There we go. Blah. Yeah, like I said, we're only getting the surface Taluses today, and I don't even know if I'm going to be able to get all of those. But we'll try. We're making some good progress. We're going to go to the blue one next. Yeah, I could use a fire arrow, but I don't need to because I'm unfreezable. But yes, that is how you thaw them out. Normally, you use some sort of fire weapon. What is that drink? Sparkling water. It's orange. Maybe, I don't know. Orange, lemon, something. Whatever it is, it's doing me right. Oh, the desert looks so cool. That pyramid is just, it's way cooler than it has any right to be. And with all those sinkholes that they added, it's so awesome. I don't know. Maybe I'm freaking out a little too much, but yeah, like that was such a cool area. And the underground caves with like the Gibdo and the prison. The Gibdo prison, that was so bizarre. Oh shoot, I don't even have a weapon equipped. Yeah, I guess, I mean, we're gonna use, it's fine. La 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 la. Just gonna get those and leave. Don't really care. Don't care. Just trying to get through these. Done. Let's see how we're doing. There's still a lot left. There's a lot left. Yeesh. I'm not, like, if I don't get them all in this episode, I'm not going to do another stream for the Taluses. I'll probably do one for, like, the Henoxes or the Froxes or something else. Who knows? What am I doing? I thought I was going to do a Tears of the Kingdom medley. I never ended up doing that. Just because, I mean, this game has amazing music, but all of it was either, like, too atmospheric to justify, like, doing a cover of it, or it was, like, way too involved for me to be able to pull it off. That's honestly one of the struggles I'm having with the Mario Galaxy medley, is because, like, with Ocarina of Time or Majora's Mask or Wind Waker, you know, any of those GameCube or N64 games, it's like, part of the fun of that is that those were, like, synthesized in the game, and it's cool to hear them on, like, real instruments. But with Galaxy, and even a little bit of Skyward Sword too, it's like, those were already fully orchestrated with real instruments. And, like, so I'm just doing a worse job, basically. And I'm doing it in a different way, like, with different instruments. But it kind of, you do have that struggle of, like, this is a fully orchestrated soundtrack, and it's like I have to figure out a way to do that with a more limited set of instruments. And also not being nearly as good at those instruments as the players of you know, on the soundtrack. So it's a little tricky, but this is a rare Frost Talus. It's crazy. So that's a struggle that I'm having, but it's still turning out pretty well. I'm happy with it. And, like, I can't do Galaxy, or I can't do 64 and Sunshine and not do Galaxy, because I need to make, like, the Mario All-Stars medley, 3D All-Stars medley. That's what I did with Zelda. And so, oh my god, why do I have that? Ooh. Oh, I've still got this one here. Man, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 30, 31. How? How is there still 31 on the surface? There must be more than 40 then. Gosh. Yeah, we bit off way more than we can chew. So with the Henox one, I'm going to learn from my lesson if I do ever even get around to it. Oh, no way. I don't even know if I've seen a Lionel on the surface yet. I must not have been exploring that much, but wow. We're going to kill it. You know we gotta. But yeah, I've only really fought them in the depths. It's crazy, because Lionels were, like, everywhere in Breath of the Wild. They've really reduced them. Come on, come here. You're gonna get shot with your own bow, or with your own brethren's bow. It's a better one than you got, son. Oh, criminy. It's not even gonna be that good. Come here. Why isn't he getting headshotted? Guys, I'm not normally this bad, I promise. Didn't let me flurry rush. But he's still dying really quick. There we go. And I like to switch to my 120 damage. I mean, look at how fast that kills him. Because he only has like 1,000 or 2,000 health. I think it's 2,000. Shoot. Alright. Well, we're about to break this bow. That's fine. I will go ahead and pick up his, even though it won't be that good, but it'll be something. Come on. There we go. Alright, that was fun. Onward. What was I saying before? Yeah, with the Henoxes, if I get around to that, I will do most of them, and I'll leave like 15 or 20 left before I start the stream. And plop. I gotta remember I'm not wearing all 3 pieces. I gotta put that on. There we go. Come on. I bet this is a rare one. Yep. I hate it when it's on their back. No! Get up. There we go. Man, I gotta use another stupid bow. And my Gibdo modes. It's not doing that much. But that's what they're for. Come on, shoot! Oh, dang it. Oh my god. Wasting all my food, too. I'm embarrassing myself so much. Don't stop it! So finicky with the ascend. I'm just gonna climb him. Another diamond. Shoo-wee. Well, before I end this stream, regardless, I'm going to sell all of my gems and buy the compendium pictures. That will be fun. That's what we'll do. That'll be a nice end to the stream. Struck Lake. There's one around here. Probably one under the bridge. And there's some in the corner over here. I haven't explored the Hebrew Mountains that much. I kind of just made a beeline for the shrines and then made a beeline right out. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff around here. It's probably a Frost Talus. Yeah, definitely haven't gotten that. Alright. I'm gonna get these ones and then we'll end it because I'm tired. I didn't get a lot of sleep last night and I've got to get up early tomorrow morning as well. And we put in over an hour, so I think that's good. Oh, I'm so excited to get this tattoo finished. I did chicken out a little bit. I went ahead and ordered myself some like cream, some like lidocaine cream, which is like the most popular type of numbing cream for tattoos. I feel like the pain is sort of part of the experience, you know, like it's a rite of passage to get that tattoo, and you feel so much more like deserved after you get it. That's not, you know, you feel deserved. You feel like you earned it, you know. But I already feel like I earned it, man. I sat through that 2 hours was agonizing just for the line work. And so I was like, you know what? Just because I don't want to have to split it up into even more sessions, I went ahead and ordered myself some. So I will put that on before my next appointment to get the color done, because, oh boy. I was honestly wondering when I was sitting through it, I was like, am I going to be able to do this? And I did, but it's by far the worst. I love when people ask, like, does it hurt? It's like, yeah, of course it hurts, but most of the time it hurts in the way it's like, yeah, this hurts and it's annoying, but it's whatever, like, I can do it. But no, this was like, oh my goodness, this is bad. But I did it, you know? I did it, and I survived. Why did I think it was over here? What am I... But still, I didn't see anything over there. It's probably up on the hill. But yeah, also the line work, it hurts in a different way than the shading and the color. Oh, it's right here. But I just didn't want to take any more of it that day, and I'm glad I made that decision. But like if the cream could just take the pain from like, oh my god, from like a 10 to a 7, like that would be great. So hopefully that can happen. But I've heard good reviews about it, saying that like this completely numbed my skin, like while it lasted, of course. Which, you know, wouldn't complain about that. But, you know, again, it's not necessary as long as it does something. It kind of just makes the pain like all the other tattoos I've gotten. But you can tell, like, you can look up charts of like different areas of pain for getting tattoos, but also you can just test on yourself because everyone's a little different. You can just paint yourself, not too hard, but just apply some pressure, and you can feel the areas where it hurts more. And as soon as I go down to the ribs, it's like, ooh, like right there, you can feel immediately that it's more sensitive. And oh boy, it sure is. Oh my gosh, it's so bad. It's not even just the pain of it, because that's bad enough, just the sensation, because there's so much, like, it's right on the bone, there's a lot of nerve endings there, but it's also just such an uncomfortable place to be feeling that pain, right where you're trying to breathe, like on your stomach, like when you breathe and like your whole midsection just tenses up. And apparently I was sitting very well, like he said that, like you always feel like you're moving more than you actually are, or at least I do. So it felt like I was tensing up and moving a lot, but he was like, nah, man, you sat great, which is good. But man, it was so hard to do that. That's another thing, is like, normally if you're going to feel a lot of pain, it kind of helps to move around sometimes and distract yourself. But with a tattoo, you got to sit still while you're having like very intense pain on a very uncomfortable area. That's why the ribs are so bad. It's like a recipe, all of those ingredients for the worst pain ever. And some people can beast through it, and it's like, yeah, no, I mean, it's not even that bad. But I have no shame admitting that it was very bad. And I sat through like a 6 or 7 hour tattoo, my cherry blossoms. That hurt. Like the clavicle doesn't feel great. The chest is pretty sensitive. But man, I sat through those 6 hours and it was fine. I was like, by the end of it, I was starting to be like, all right, I'm sick of this. But I still did it. I never questioned, can I do this? And I sure did when I was getting this one. Enough about that. You get it. Just definitely be aware that if you're going to get a big rib piece, be willing to split it up. Be prepared. Or get yourself some numbing cream. But again, like, I feel like that should be a last resort. And I'm on my last, you know, I'm okay with that. I gotta kill these guys too if I want the chest. What? More ruby, just what I needed. Huh. That one's done. Yeah, alright, so we got what, 3 more? Looks like it. 3 more and then we'll be done for the night. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Oops. Sorry, I had to see that. Stay awake, Miles. Stay awake. Man, Age of Calamity. Why did I just remember about that game? I totally forget that exists sometimes. But it was so fun. I spent so much time on it. Oh yeah, I meant to show how much time I'd spent on this game. 140 hours. That's gotta be more than I had on Breath of the Wild at this point, because, again, like, before the DLC came out, I kind of just did all the shrines, didn't even do all the quests. I beat it, of course, but I did all the shrines, and that was it. Kind of took a break until the DLC came out, so I think 140 is is pretty good for how long I've had it and how busy I've been with other things. It's pretty crazy. And I can only imagine that number is going to skyrocket when any possible DLC comes out, hopefully. Come on. There we go. Get out of here. No. I saw online on Instagram somebody had like 3D printed one of these chests that actually activated when you pressed on it. The eyes changed color and it would open and play the jingle. Super cool. Yeah, we're gonna go here and fly down. And guys, I know the thumbnail of this video is really lame right now. I had to unplug my hard drive that had my thumbnails on it, my template that I use, and I didn't want to redo it. So I will update the thumbnail in a couple, probably tonight once I end the stream and plug back my hard drive in. Then I'll update the thumbnail. But what are you gonna do? That's a little trick right there. When you press B and then X after tooling, kind of gets you a little extra speed. I forget what it's called. Oh, you're back. How much is a Switch these days? Well, it depends on if you got good connections, son. You know what I'm saying? The OLED is about $350, I think. But you can probably get a standard Switch for under $300. Retail price, I'm not sure. But you can get one on eBay for pretty cheap, I'd imagine. So, you know. It's honestly crazy, like, yeah, I need to get some more weapons. I gotta be careful about these. I need to put on the Zant helmet again. I feel like all the different designs of the Switch, it really depends on what you want. Like, for me, it took me so long to upgrade because there was no reason to. Because the only differences of the Switch OLED were noticeable if you play in handheld mode, which I really never did. I would always play it on TV mode, and I would occasionally play it in handheld, but not really. So my original model was just fine. But if you play a lot of handheld, I would say the OLED would probably be worth it. Or also, like, if you just want something to just sort of take on the go and not worry about beating it around, then the Switch Mini, or whatever it's called, Switch Lite, would probably be a good option for you if you never played on TV mode and you just need it for cheap. But that would not be a good decision for me, since I play it mostly on TV. Well, yeah, it's cheaper than a Honda Civic, too. We've been playing a lot of Mario Party 2 on the, I'm actually curious how much we've played that. 20 hours? It's surprising that it's not more. But yeah, Nintendo 64 Online, we've been playing a lot of Mario Party 2 with the fam. It's such a fun game. And, like, a lot of it is because of how broken it is, and, like, how badly the graphics have aged in such a fun way. And also the dialogue is so bizarre and funny. It's like before Nintendo really knew, like, what they were doing with those types of games. So the dialogue is just very strange by today's standards. But it's so funny. And the games are good. I mean, the games legitimately are good. have I not got a Swift Violet? Goodness me. So I definitely see why it's placed #1 on so many lists. Even to this day. Kind of makes you really want those classic Mario Party experiences to come back. But yeah. Boom, 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 boom. Y'all need to go to bed, I'm sorry. I don't know who y'all are, those 2 concurrent viewers I see. Probably you, Trick Runner, and who else? Yeah, I have a Wii. Everybody has a Wii. What you talking about? Go dig under your couch cushions. I bet there's at least one Wii under there. Every family in from 2010 onward had a Wii in every room. But also you can play most Wii games, actually all Wii games on the Wii U, and all the important ones you can play on the Switch too. So there you go. But yeah, y'all need to get some rest. I haven't played the Wii in years because, again, most of the games that I'd want to play I can either play on the Wii U or there's a Switch port, something like that. The only games I'd play on it would be like the original Twilight Princess and Wind Waker, but even that, it's like I would only play it because I need to play a GameCube game, and I don't own a GameCube, so I'd have to use the original Wii to play it. So I wouldn't even really be playing a Wii game. So, all right, well that's all the Taluses I'm gonna get for the day. I'm sorry, I did not want to make the title clickbait, but I guess technically it is clickbait now since I said I killed all of them, and I haven't yet, but I will. I will, trust me. And we will get that medal, and I will show it to you in the next stream. There's not that many left to get on the surface, and then there's a whole bunch more in the depths. Oh boy. So we're going to sell these gems right quick at this stable. It's going to be a lot of money. Actually, I will keep the diamonds because I'm not sure if I've done all the quests where you have to build the champion's weapons. So I'm going to save a couple diamonds for that. But the rest we can sell because I'm not interested in upgrading or jewelry or the like. Ooh. And then I'll go buy my compendium pictures, and then we will be done. Do you have a favorite Final Fantasy? I have never played a Final Fantasy game. Sorry. But I love the one that goes da 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 da. I'm really mostly a first-party Nintendo fanboy, or fan man at this point. So anything third-party that Nintendo happens to publish or license, I haven't really dabbled in that much. There's a couple exceptions, I guess, but really not that many. It's not because I don't think I would like them. I think I would, but I kind of just have to limit myself with video games and kind of just limit myself to what I know and love, because I just don't have that much time to spend on such things. So there you have it. Okay, I guess we only got 6 diamond. I thought it would have been more. Yeah. Wow. Dang, 79 opal. Insanity. Alright, let's get out of here. Let's go to Robbie. It always throws me off that he's down here now. I'm used to him being in Akala. He's in that one, except for the Yaiga. I always say Akala. I don't know why I said Akala that time. Hateno. Doodle-doo. Let's buy the rest. All I have is weapon pictures. Goodness. Yeah, that's quite a lot. But now we filled out the entire compendium. I wonder if there's any weapons I... Oh, because there's so many because it shows the decayed and the fresh version of each. That's cool. Oh, and look, the Master Sword picture. I love that picture. It's in the dragon's head. Gosh. Yeah, sure, Robbie. Here you go. Take a peek. You completely filled out your compendium. Man, okay. This is another little complaint that I might as well just say right now. The rewards, why do they all get to be fabric? I was really hoping for something else when I got all of the bubble frogs. And I know that you get pretty good rewards when you're doing it. That's the problem. Is like you get good rewards like this weird like mystic outfit, which is pretty cool, I guess. And you're like, "All right, cool." And then he's like, "Oh, I have no more rewards for you until you get all of the rest of this 80 bubble frogs." And you're like, "Okay, it better be good." And then you get a fabric. And I was like, "Okay, cool." And now we got another fabric for doing that. And I guess it's better than like a picture like you got before, which is like you get a picture that you can't even look at. At least this does something if you want it to. But it's still just for the paraglider, and you can only use one at once. Anyways, enough of that. But it's just lame. I don't know. What's up, Robbie? Blah. I don't think I have any new features to add. I think I did it all. Well, let's just take a quick little look at our compendium, I guess. This is the description. Oh, yeah, that's so cool. Scimitar. Yeah, so the descriptions look like... Yeah, those Gerudo weapons are really good. And I guess they got rid of like the middle tier because it used to be Gerudo Scimitar. I think I'm saying that right. Scimitar. I don't think it's Scimitar. Scimitar. And then they had Moonlight Scimitar. And then Scimitar the 7. Like Cobble Crusher. Do we have a Cobble Crusher up in here? That would be interesting if we did. Oh, that's so cool. I'm trying to look. No, it just goes Cobble Crusher and then Boulder Breaker. That's weird. Traveled through time. Yeah, that's super cool. I love seeing that like modern design of the Bigoron sword. Bigoron. Yeah, it just goes straight from Cobble Crusher to... Yeah. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Oh well. Royal bow. I don't even have this. It just totally occurred to me. Why don't we do that right now? I know I said I would end it. I need to figure out where it is though. One sec. Hylian shield. Location. Toto. I don't want... Okay, let's see here. Oh, it's here? Docks. It's like here. Somewhere. Do we have to go into the castle? Steer your boat around the northwest person, find a dock and opening in the wall. Oh, I know where that is. Huh. that doesn't look that hard. I do have a shrine right there, so why don't I use that? What the heck? Looks like all of you guys have gone. Good riddance. I'm just kidding. Thank y'all for joining me. It's been fun, even though some of y'all, I think, have trolled me in the past, and I had to banish you to timeout. I don't know if it was you, Trick Runner. I think it was, though. I'll have to check. Just don't be annoying, and you'll be fine. Oh, the music is so eerie around here. Have you already beaten Tears of the Kingdom? Bro, I beat it a long time ago. Yeah, I totally did. Oh, shoot. Dang it. Alright, well, hopefully I can still climb up. Yeah, I beat it like 2 weeks in. Not even, like a week and a half in, I think. So it's been like 2 months at this point. It's a very good ending. I haven't beaten it again since then, like I said earlier, but I'm sure I will eventually. So I don't know exactly where I'm going here, but we'll figure it out. Just pulled the Master Sword. It's my first Zulk. Well, congrats. That's you're off to a good start. I should have paid attention to what they said to do. Hang on one sec. What the heck? Oh. Yeah, I guess I'm supposed to be in the water of some sort. Okay. Yeah. This is water. I really should have figured out where it was. What is this music? It's so intense for what? Bro. I might just have to find it on my own time, y'all. It's a library right there. Good luck. Maybe it's up here. It could be below the castle. I think I might be totally doing this wrong. Oh, I think it probably is. Dang it. Yeah, I'm an idiot. Maybe. Alright, I might just have to give up on this for now. Oh, shoot. Didn't see that. Yeah, I screwed up, yo. Said it was in the moat. I don't understand. Oh. I think it's in here. It's gotta be. Alright, we're gonna get it, I promise. Well, actually I shouldn't say that. Because I'm already lost. Oh no, we're in the right place. I'm not gonna get that Korok because I don't care. So there. The docks. I don't want that. Man, I need so many more weapons. I don't want to fight you guys. No, thank you. Hello. I hate them. I hate them so much. Heck no to the no. Hopefully I don't have to beat them. Hello? They used to actually make my heart rate go up like crazy. Kind of like the Guardians did. Not anymore once you learn their secret. But still, it's horrible. And there we go. And I can't carry anymore. Oh, that's a good one too. Yeah, we'll get rid of that. Yes. Alright, well, that's a perfect way to end it. Thank you guys for joining me today. Very productive time we had. And well, I'll see you in the next one. I don't know when it's going to be. Can't make any specific commitments to that. But it shouldn't be too bad. It'll be in the next month. And I'll see you then. Peace.